Welcome back to another episode of Fatman and Robyn podcast. My name is Marcus Stevens, represented as a fat man. I can't do anything.
You better do something.
You see, there's somewhere around this sphere.
There you go. Okay, I'll
this
take
square.
that. I'm Robyn.
I'll take. Hi guys. Did you finish Squid Game?
I did.
Do you enjoy it?
I did. A little predictable, but I liked it.
Predictable as in, what do you mean?
I knew the old guy. Spoiler alert. I knew the old guy I knew he had to do with something. He wasn't just a participant. It was weird that he was number one. And then it was weird that he didn't remember his name at first. And then when everyone else is playing red light, green light, I understand that you have dementia and that can be the reason why you're just playing the game. But nah, bruh. Nah. How happy he was to just play. I thought he was super cute running and while everyone else is just like, what the F is going on? But nah. Oh, and we didn't see him get shot.
That was my thing where I was like, they showed most of all the other characters' deaths, but they did not show his death. And I was always kind of like, oh well, are they going to at least show it in a flashback or something? And of course they didn't because obvious reasons.
And when I'm sorry to cut you off, but when he made it known that he was playing, I forgot his name. Jihan, the main guy who won. When he let it slip, I was just playing, basically. I was like, well, you could have been playing this whole time about your dementia, or maybe you really do have dementia, but you're using that as a strategy, Right. So I was like, there's something real sus about this guy.
Yeah, it was. I'm not gonna say I thought he was the mastermind, but I definitely knew he wasn't dead after they didn't shoot him. After they didn't show him getting shot, that was the first thing I was like, he didn't die. He'll be back.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a telltale sign, and of course,
go ahead.
Of course, they're going to be doing more of this show. I'm not sure if the writer, when he first made it, had more intentions. Obviously, most shows
probably didn't.
Most shows end on an ambiguous note, just in case, just because you never know what's going to happen, right?
Right.
If the show does get popular like this did, super popular. I think this is like 2021's Tiger King for Netflix in terms of how it kind of blew up, and even this is even bigger than Tiger King in terms of in my opinion, in blow up, because I was reading how the main girl, she had like 400,000 followers on Instagram. It shot to like 13 million followers.
How many did she have originally?
400,000.
Okay. And now she got 13 mil.
Yes, I think she's like an ambassador for a fashion brand or something like that now as well, because of course, why not?
Of course. Is it Shein?
No, I forget what it was. I was reading it right after I finished it, Squid Game a few years ago. But it kind of blew up. So yeah, in terms of that for Netflix is definitely the Tiger King expansion, where it's still in the top 3 right now. It's only behind You, and something else came out recently on Netflix that it's ahead of. I'm trying to think of something else that came out just recently.
Okay.
That people liked, but that's also going to open up the realm for a lot of other international Korean shows. Like My Name just came out a few weeks after Squid Game, and I think it's like a mafia. Korean mafia type of show, where I don't know. I haven't really watched it just yet. I'm going to watch it soon.
Okay.
Now everybody's watched Squid Game. Your algorithm is now set for Korean shows. So you will now see things for
Ron.
You're going to see things for Alice in Borderland or whatever it's called on there as well. So you just be prepared, because they're going to see a whole bunch of it.
I don't really go to Netflix like that in the first place anymore. I'm all about YouTube and HBO Max. So
HBO Max is pretty nice. I'm obviously on it for the Curb Your Enthusiasm now, because they write it. I gotta give them credit. When 10 o'clock hits, Insecure drops on HBO Max, and 10:30 hits, Curb Your Enthusiasm is right on there Sunday nights. They don't play. It's not like, obviously I wish it was like Stars. I kind of missed that at midnight kind of feeding, but the fact that we get it at the same time as airs on HBO Max is pretty nice. Hopefully Showtime does that because this Sunday Dexter is back on Showtime to get his final ending, the ending that he deserves. Because he was obviously robbed of a great ending in 2013. Yes, Robyn.
Disney Plus Day.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
We talked about this, didn't we?
We done?
Mm-hmm. The 12th.
Number.
Shang-Chi and the Jungle Cruise are debuting on Disney Plus for free for everybody that day. Home Alone's coming out. They're doing the there's specials from The Simpsons. There's specials from the MCU. I definitely sent you the link to this as soon as I heard about it. Anything Disney related, I sent it to you.
Okay.
So I 100% for a fact.
Well, I saw that Mojo did a list of like the top 10 things, or just like it was like everything that's being released on November 2nd. Number 1, Disney Plus been out for 2 years.
November 12th will be 2 years.
Yo, 2020 really did a number on me. I thought that joint came out during quarantine.
No, before. HBO Max came out during quarantine, as well as Peacock. And Quibi. Nobody remembers, but Quibi was a thing in 2020.
I remember Quibi. I feel bad for Quibi.
That's okay. Roku took care of them, and they're fine.
He said, "We got you, bro."
he said, "We'll take all your series, please. Thank you very much. Thank you so much."
Do we have Showtime, or are we going to be getting Showtime just in time for?
Hell yeah, we'll be getting Showtime just for Dexter, and then it will go away because it's only a miniseries, only 10 episodes, I believe. I don't care. I just need to erase season 8 of Dexter from my memory. Well, I'm not gonna erase it from my memory, but I just need something to put on top of it, like to hide it. Yes.
So what happens when? Because this is like a 99.9999% chance. What happens when the new Dexter season blows up, and they're like, "Okay, let's do a couple more seasons."
It won't be Dexter. Dexter's gonna die at the end of this because it's gonna be his son taking over, and that's when Showtime will do a spinoff of his son. That's what's gonna happen.
So will we get it back then?
What do you mean back then?
The Showtime app. Will we be subscribing then?
Oh yeah. Anything to do with Dexter, I have to support. That's one of my top 3 favorite shows of all time. So it has to be
The Office, Dexter.
That's basically it. Number 3 is interchangeable. I would say it'll probably be like a Nickelodeon show, either like Kenan and Kel. Or, yeah, probably. It's definitely Office and Dexter number 1 and 2. Like you can't. It's just they're untouchable, and it's unfortunate that we'll never get. Actually, it's not unfortunate, but we'll never get a Office reboot, a good Office reboot, or anything else because it's not.
Weren't they talking about that?
Of course, as soon as Peacock dropped, that's the thing. You got to have a selling point for your network. And no offense, I mean they got some great shows. Like I said, One of Them Is Lying is a really great show. I think like Rotten Tomatoes gave like an 88, and that's well deserved. It's like if you mix Degrassi and like Scream together. I think it's like a little. Not really Scream, because Scream is more like murder, like straight, like like continuous slasher is what I'm thinking of. But it's a great whodunit, and it's really bingeable too for me, at least. Just you gotta deal with, if you have Peacock, the what's it called? Not premium Peacock. The one we have, you have to deal with advertisements within the episodes, which sucks. I felt like I was watching something on demand this whole last week. I said, "Oh, it said 60 seconds." I'm like, "All right, I guess I'll just look down, just look away from the advertisement." If I see Jake from State Farm one more silly mother effing time,
he's everywhere.
he's the new Flo. Good Lord.
Ugh, I hate her.
I know you do. But yeah, that's good. There's another show on there I'm gonna watch, The Girl in the Woods. I watched the first episode. It was okay, but it didn't hook me like One of Us Is Lying did.
Okay.
And I guess because I was just on such a whodunit kind of kick for like the last few weeks.
Okay.
Because we watched We talked about last episode. There's someone in your house. That's obviously a whodunit movie. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I was on a kick, and now, like I said, I just kind of binged through it. This has been a really good year for
whodunits.
For just for series in general. It's been really good. You finished You, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Was that season good?
That was really good. I was really happy with the ending because spoiler alert, they killed his wife, or he killed his wife. But the way he went about it was absolutely diabolical. So
she'll be okay. She'll rebound really quickly.
Excuse me.
She's like a Netflix lifer.
I don't know about that.
She's been on 2 shows, the haunting shows on Netflix.
Oh, she was?
Mm-hmm. Victoria, what's her name? Perdetti?
Don't give me the line.
She'll get her own original. Next up is her own original show on Netflix.
Okay. Good for her.
Most likely. I'm not saying that's been confirmed. I'm just saying like I feel like that's the next step now. Because she's
gorgeous, by the way.
She's been in supporting roles on each show, and now it's time for her actual lead. It looked like for a second somebody was in your closet the way you
literally thought the same exact thing. I'm about to close it now.
Yeah, because that's some horror. I've seen too many horror movies lately, Robert. And that's like key. Like it's like, yo, I know what I could do over here though. There's nothing I can really do. Call the cops. But
like, I'll call the cops for you.
And it's recorded, so at least you know we can find them pretty quickly.
I seriously was just
that was freaky. Gotta lay off the horror movies.
I was like, let me close this because that's the last thing I need.
Because I think in the last week I've watched like between 5 and 10 horror movies.
Okay.
I watched Nobody Sleeps in the Woods Tonight on Netflix, 1 and 2, when I worked overnight. That double I had to work. Which were Polish horror movies. And they did not hold back on the gore, which I really appreciate. So good. They were both great. Because I think the second one had dropped on Wednesday. So and I was like, I never saw the first one. So just watch them both. I watched
I just gotta watch them both.
Might as well. I watched at work last night, I watched Paranormal Activity, the new one, Next of Kin or something like that. Which is supposed to be a reboot, or they said it was supposed to be a reboot, and it may not be a reboot. I don't know. It's dealing with the same demon in the whole series, so I don't know if it's a reboot or not. Needless to say, the movie did not need to be made, but
as is the case with a lot of movies, but especially those movies. Actually,
from 2 to 7 should not have been made a Paranormal Activity. Like one was good enough. I know you had a good thing, and money talks, but it's like, dang, like, y'all did not have to make any more. And they're going
money talks loud.
And they're going to make more, obviously, because Paramount Plus is the thing, and they're just going to just have them be fodder for like to build up the content of Paramount Plus. I watched Leatherface this morning. Not Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw 2013, which was with Trey Songz in it. Is that the one with Trey Songz? Is that him?
Is that girl with the Greek last name?
Yes, she's in that as well. Which I don't remember it being that good, and I was correct. It's not that good. It was one of those movies that was recorded in 3D, and it's obviously it's very obvious that it's 3D because it's one of those things where it's like it's right in your face. So, and I had to, like I said, I don't remember watching Leatherface, so I'm probably going to watch that next. Especially to get ready for Texas Chainsaw Massacre next year, which is coming to Netflix apparently sometime in 2022.
Michael Myers, Leatherface.
Michael Myers.
No. They get their reboot. Where's Freddy? Where's Jason?
We've talked about this before. Legal issues are really.
I don't want to hear that crap.
I don't either, but that's the reason why you'll get a new Michael Myers every like 5 or 6 years, or a new
even freaking Chucky.
No, Chucky's more deserved. Chucky has had probably the best resurgence in my opinion, besides like of the like the horror movie icons. Besides, because at least Halloween, the Rob Zombie one was good. The first one was good. I cannot speak for Halloween 2 and the train wreck that movie was. I still have not watched it again to this day. I can't. It's incomprehensible, that movie.
It doesn't make sense.
But like compared to the movies from the 2000s, like Bride of Chucky. Well, Bride of Chucky's like 98, right? So like Seed of Chucky. Am I forgetting one? It's Child's Play 1, 2, 3. Bride
and then Seed.
Okay, and then it's Curse and Cult. Curse and Cult are very good, very very good, very gory, very like back to the basics. And like I said, so far Chucky has lived up to those standards. Now they have not introduced the episodes I've seen. They have not introduced any of the characters from the past yet, and it's already good. So once they introduce like Andy and Tiffany and Andy's sister, adopted sister, once, and then of course the Brad Dourif's daughter. I forgot her name in the series.
Brad Pitt's daughter.
Brad Dourif, the guy who does Chucky's voice. Yeah, I forget her name. I think her name. I think her name is Fiona. I don't know her name in the show. But once they introduce all of them and put all the Mythos all together, it's going to be even better. So,
what episode are they on?
Episode 4 airs tomorrow. I think it's a 10-episode series.
Okay, that's my next question.
I think most shows nowadays are either 8 or 10 or something like that. But yeah, so and as we get closer and closer to the end of the year, and then closer to 2022, it means that new shows are going to start to be debuting. You say you saw a Watch Mojo thing, so of course you know that Tiger King 2 is dropping sometime this month. I think it's next week sometime. I don't want to say that the 12th because I know Red Notice drops on the 12th, and I don't think they want to have their two big blockbuster kind of shows come on at the same time. Movies and shows come on the same day, but I think they both drop next week. Red Notice and Tiger King 2. Of course, Hawkeye comes out the Wednesday before Thanksgiving with a 2-episode premiere because they're going to try to get all 6 episodes out by the end of the year. Very smart, Disney. Because so that's the Hawkeye will be the last official MCU released content. Yeah, because it comes out a few days after No Way Home, which they continue to we're about a month and some change away from people either being really upset, really excited, or really disappointed because the hype level is too high for everybody to be what's it called happy about it. And I already showed you the article. Kevin Feige's like, well, you're going to be disappointed if if you have your hopes. And you put it on a pedestal. When you put the pussy on a pedestal, say it with your chest. So, apparently, again, later last week they had confirmed that Sandman and Lizard were going to be in it from Sandman for Spider-Man 3, of course, and Lizard from The Amazing Spider-Man as the same people who played them. But then they deconfirmed it. So I don't know if it was a leak or something, but it would make sense for them to be in the movie if all these villains are coming back.
Dear Disney and FBI guys who are also controlled by Disney, can stop saying it was a leak. We know there are no such things in Disney as a leak. Everything's done on purpose. We get it. Okay, you're a conglomerate. You're so powerful. We get it. Okay, bye.
Do not disrespect the first $1 billion movie post-pandemic. I'd be very surprised Spider-Man does not make $1 billion. I keep saying it, but if No Time to Die can make $600 million, it just crossed $600 million worldwide. Congratulations, by the way. Because I was very surprised. I was very skeptic because COVID mostly took out James Bond's demographic, so I didn't know if it was going to make enough money. And then the UK probably is still not recovering as fast as
old white people.
Yeah, that's the demographic of James Bond, 100%. It is.
That's their joke, baby. I love it.
It's not aimed for us.
Oh no, not us.
If it was, they like I said, they'll cast the guy from Bridgerton or Idris Elba, either one.
They would never.
And exactly, so it always catered to.
If you think the flack around that black girl playing Ariel was bad,
what's her name? Is it Chloe Bailey or is it Holly?
Her name is such a tongue twister.
Haley, is it Haley Bailey? Which one?
Holly. Halle Bailey.
That comes out next year.
Whatever. I mean, I'm excited. I'm gonna watch it. But
I definitely want to see it. But I just know it's gonna be one of those things where it's gonna be one of the worst. I mean, I don't know if you. I think I told you about this when they dropped a Home Sweet Home Alone trailer last week. It's like the worst rated Disney uploaded video ever because again, it's not what people wanted. But I don't really know what you want for a Home Alone.
They want Macaulay Culkin to go back in time and be a 10-year-old again.
Apparently, when this released, when they first were saying the movie was coming out, he was supposed to be in it. And then a few weeks ago, he said, "Hey, I'm not in the movie." But when people say stuff like that, like right before, I always feel like a red herring, because I don't trust people in Hollywood. Same thing with Andrew Garfield saying, "Oh, I found a movie. If I'm in the movie, that would be a shocker to me." That seems like a lie, Mr. Garfield. You're not doing it. That's what he said.
I'm doing it.
Sorry, sir. You're not really doing anything. So I'm sure Disney called you. I don't think you were just you kind of ghosted them. You know what I mean?
If Disney is smart, that was in their contract when they said we're going to get rid of you for the next few years, but we're going to bring you back.
No, I don't think. I really don't think they were thinking of anything like that. Personally, because again, they were so quick to almost kick Spider-Man out. The hands. Go ahead. I acknowledge.
Their plan for phase 1, 2, and 3 has to be a good 20 years old by now. So I'm pretty sure when they went to go after Spider-Man, they were like, listen, Andrew, it's going to suck for a little bit, but then we're going to bring you back and just give you a whole bunch of money and you'll be fine. They probably told him that like 15 years ago.
A young Andrew Garfield.
He is fine. He's in that job.
Before what was the movie Social Network?
Yeah.
Have you seen that? I have still not seen that movie. Yeah. As much as I liked the two leads, I have not seen the movie. But yeah, as we get closer to 2022, we're getting ready for a new series to drop. I'm very excited because Cobra Kai comes out on the last day of the year. I'm looking forward to binging that whole show as soon as it comes on at 3 a.m. I'm gonna watch it all before we have Watch Our Service. I'm gonna finish it all. Very excited, and then hopefully we'll start getting releases for the Boys season 3, Umbrella Academy season 3, Invincible season 2. There's still a lot of stuff to come. Of course, you know
they tripping.
I understood why all of them missed this year. Again, it's not Invincible. Invincible came out in March, but I understood why Umbrella Academy and the Boys missed this year. COVID, whatever. I get it.
I don't want to hear that crap.
In defense of the Umbrella Academy, Netflix didn't need it. They had enough stuff to go through the fall. They had Lock and Key came out. Lock and Key is a show that's ahead of, I think it's ahead of You or something on Netflix. Actually, let me check real quick. I have the TV on, but they don't need. They have that. They have Red Notice. They have Tiger King 2. Umbrella Academy wouldn't have fell in the wayside. Oh, they have Army of Thieves. You know, it's okay. Yeah. So right now, Army of Thieves is number 1. You is number 2, and Squid Game is number 3. So Netflix played it strategic. They said, you know what, we'll release it, in March or something like that. Wouldn't be surprised if on New Year's Day they announced the release date for Umbrella Academy season 3. Oh, Stranger Things season 4. Netflix is holding all their cards, and yeah, they're just waiting to dish them out for the whole year. And then whatever else they got new coming out, whatever international show will take over Netflix next year. And I can't wait for Squid Game America to come out.
So Train to Busan, they're Americanizing that.
Oh yeah, of course. I still have not seen the original, which is strange to me because I'm such a huge fan of horror movies, but I've not seen it. But yeah, of course they're going to Americanize that. Anything that any nation does that's popular, they're gonna attempt to do it. We took James Bond, did Kingsman. We're gonna take Train to Busan and make whatever that's gonna be.
Wait, I thought that Jack Ryan guy was our James Bond.
That's good as well. That's another one. Or Born, the Born series. any of those. Train to Busan, Train to Kensington, or something like that. What's this going to be called? That not a bad idea for a movie. Somebody. And again, I'm waiting for the Squid Game Netflix American version with like nobody, no actors, nobody wants in the movie, on the show. What American games would be in an American Squid Game?
I like red light, green light. I like tug of war. Hopscotch.
Hopscotch is good.
I think I heard somebody say the floor is lava.
The floor is lava is a very good idea, especially because Netflix did a show on it last year. So
that's right.
I definitely think that'd be good. Obviously, like tag, freeze tag, hide and seek, something along those lines has to be in it. I feel like tag is such a instrumental game we play as youth.
I feel like Mother May I was up there with red light, green light.
Simon Says. I said Simon Says.
Oh, Simon Says. Oh, so many. That should be the first game because they can get so many people out.
Yeah, definitely. I was I think I made, I don't know if I showed you the skit, but or I told you about it where where they were having this, I guess, a Squid Game for America or whatever, and it was like a team of 4 minorities and a team of 4 white people, and they said the game will be basketball. And they're
like, "Oh, we're good. We're on
time." They said, y'all did.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Netflix has in store, because again, they've owned 2020, they've owned 2021 in my opinion. But as they always do. I mean, they're definitely the top streamer in the world. Even though I don't give, like you said, I don't give as much time to Netflix, but anytime they do drop something that is pretty big, I will obviously instantly get through it very, very quickly. Like again, Squid Games did not take me long. Once I've gotten to Cobra Kai and Karate Kid, that did not take me very long at all. Stranger Things, again, admittedly, does not take me long to get through. When we watched Umbrella Academy both times, a week, especially season 2, we ran through season 2 like 2-3 days. Yeah, so damn, that came out 2019. End of 2019. Yeah, I think and then 2019 maybe. Because it didn't come out in 2020, did it? I'm checking now. It was definitely, it was cold out when it came out, I believe.
I could have been January 2020.
Right, that's a good point. Let's see. Oh no! Oh wait. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it came out in 2020. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. It was definitely it was July 31st, 2020. It was that recent. It feels like ages ago.
That's because 2020 does not exist.
It makes sense. Well, it makes sense why we got through it so quickly, because I was home. I didn't have a job. I was still out of work. Yeah, it actually makes more sense now to think about it, because I haven't anybody to talk to about stuff for you because I wasn't at work. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying usually other people around me. Like I have people to talk to about Curb now, because Curb is the first time I can watch Curb Your Enthusiasm as it airs. Or excuse me, not the first time I could, the first time I actually am. Because Curb has always been out. So just, my level of humor has grown up to like it right now. Great show. So funny. Dylan O'Brien was on the episode last night.
No?
Playing himself. So because so they're trying to do in the show, Larry is meeting with Netflix to do a show about his life. And they wanted Dylan O'Brien to play young Larry, and of course hilarity ensures, and doesn't work out for old Larry. What never does. Just never does. So our internet's a little choppy right now. I think either I'm frozen or Robin's frozen. Something's going on. because Robyn's. I can only see Robyn's face. Yeah, it's my fault. The internet, my computer just dropped the internet and just whatever. All right, that means it's time for us to end it. All right, so thanks for listening. I guess I hope you listen. I guess I'll figure out if people can listen to this episode the way stupid internet. Anyway, we're on all podcast channels. We're on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Deezer, Amazon Audible, anywhere you get podcasts. Also on YouTube, Fatman and Robyn. It's Robyn spelled with a Y because
I'm fancy.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode. Coming up, we will still be doing a 2021 review in December, and of course, we'll be doing all things 2022 movies. What movie are you looking forward to most in 2022? Is it Black Panther 2? It probably is. Or what about Scream 5? Scream 5 will be out next in January. A whole bunch of movies come out next year. We're going to be doing a whole episode dedicated to the 2022 movies. All right, but until then, that'll be sometime in December. But until then, I have been Marcus Stevens, represented as the Fatman.
I'm Robyn. Good one, baby.
Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.